Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Siriana Tarot. This is going to be a bonus love reading for my dearest Geminis, just as a thank you for showing my channel so much love and support over this past week or so. And we're going to take a look at who's coming towards you in love. So if these messages resonate with you, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And just a friendly reminder, I am available for private readings, so if you're after one, I have those links down below in the description box. All right, my lovely Geminis, let's go ahead and see who's coming towards you in love. All right, so you have a Knight of Pentacles, somebody who's really hardworking. This person might come from a rural area or state or part of the country. This person also might work outdoors is what I'm getting. We see the Seven of Swords, which to me is somebody who is a secret admirer. How they're viewing you, Gemini, Virgo energy. All right, Hermit card. And the type of relationship it's going to be the Two of Swords. So you and this person might mirror each other in a lot of ways. And we see a Tower moment. This is something that's going to come as a complete surprise. Okay, it's going to come as a complete shock or surprise. Now with the Knight of Pentacles, okay, this person could be your age or younger. They could also be, they could also be an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Very hardworking, somebody who's dedicated, somebody who's solid, stable, secure is what I'm getting. All right, we see Chariot card. Some of you, this person, they could be at a distance from you. They could have Cancer placements. There could be something that's recently stopped this person from reaching out to you, okay? Like if it's somebody who's around you, for example, and they're not at a distance from you, like this person may have tried to say something to you and then they were like, nah, forget it, or, they were about to ask you out. And I feel like some of my Geminis, you kind of picked up on that. All right, yeah, with the Knight of Swords, there's something here that may have stopped this person from reaching out. Again, with this Hermit card, I don't know if you told them you were going away for a bit, or maybe you told them you were healing. I just feel there's something here that may have stopped this person in their tracks about asking you out with the Seven of Swords or telling you how they really feel. So it does feel like this is somebody who's around you in some capacity. We see the Devil energy, Capricorn. Some of you, this person may have a tendency to overwork, or there could be something here. This person I do feel might be a little bit obsessed with you here, Gemini, but it's like I don't know if you talked about going on a date with somebody, or maybe I don't know if you said something that made them think that maybe you're not available, or that they needed to wait, okay, that they needed to wait to tell you how they really feel. I'm not sure what that is. I don't know. It could be maybe you're going through a really tough time at work, or with a living situation or a family situation. I just get that this person was gonna tell you how they felt, but then they pulled back for some reason, and it feels like it was kind of recent. Okay. All right, let's see. Clear messages, advice, and guidance. How will my Geminis know who this person is? All right, they're very funny. Okay, so I get they probably use a lot of self-deprecating humor. They make you laugh. Again, it feels like this is somebody who's in your friend zone, okay? And if not, again, this could be how the connection kind of starts out. But yeah, it's the laughter you share very well may bond you and alleviate stress. So again, some of my Geminis, maybe you're going through a tough breakup, or maybe you're in between jobs or in between homes or something like that. Because I do feel like there's something here that stopped them from trying to push this connection forward just now. It could be that this person is your boss with the leader energy, but they're comfortable taking charge. They're confident in their decisions, but there's something here that made them or makes them feel a little bit less confident, at least in the beginning, asking you out. This person's very loving, very giving. All right, they put the needs of others first. So this is somebody who's going to be very generous with you, Gemini. And they could be a Pisces, so they're a bit mysterious. I can see that with the Seven of Swords here as well. Their thoughts and emotions run deep. So this person is definitely multifaceted. There's so much more to this person than you might kind of realize in the beginning, okay? Or it might be a bit of a surprise to you that you two are so similar. You like some of the same things. Because again, they might come, I don't think this person comes off as boring, but with the Knight of Pentacles, like you might just kind of think, oh yeah, maybe they're just not really, they're not for me, or they're not my type or something. The Seven of Swords to me indicates, again, this person may be avoiding you a little bit. Maybe they heard some gossip about you dating somebody else, or you not being completely done with an ex. Yep. Look at that, other involvements. I don't think it's this person though. Okay, I think this person may have heard or may hear gossip about you having other involvements or still dealing with an ex, and that seems to be the theme here in this reading, that they're a little bit worried that, they're not going to have victory, or that you have other people around you. All right, this person enjoys tarot, so you guys can talk about your favorite readers, and they may have curly hair. Okay, so not for all of you, but again, so this will be confirmation for some of you. And we also see Latin. Again, very specific messages aren't going to resonate with all of you, and it doesn't mean it's not your reading, Gemini. It just means, it's confirmation for some of you. All right, let's see. Clear messages, advice, and guidance for my Geminis. What else do they need to know here? We've got strong air energy, Libra and Aquarius. So I do think there's going to be a strong intellectual connection here. You're going to get each other on a deep level. This person may make something valuable with their own hands. I did get that. Some of you, they work in construction, or they work outdoors. Like, this person's really good with their hands. For others of you, they could be a hairdresser or a makeup artist, or they're just good at like cooking, or they're good at like, creating things, things like that. There may be a 3 to 5 year age difference to you. That does make sense to me there with that Knight of Pentacles. Okay, music will be playing when they ask you out. Again, confirmation that this is somebody who is around you. Again, it might come as a shock and a surprise that they're as obsessed with you, Gemini. Yep, and we're getting confirmation there that they've been in your proximity at least once in the last 6 months. And this person may have a triple syllable first, middle, or last name. I did get a letter beginning with the letter M. I did get a name beginning with the letter M coming through. So it could be like Michael, it could be a Mauricio, it could be, Melanie, Melissa. All right, let's see. Anything else my Geminis need to know? This person is dependable and consistent. All right, they are bold, they're confident, they're going to make the first move, they're going to ask you out, they're going to ask for your number. But I feel like, again, I know I sound like a broken record, and I'm going to try not to say it anymore. Some of you, they already tried to do it, or they try to do it, and then they hear something or you say something that makes them feel like they're not going to have victory and success. Okay, and we have family. This person, family is very important to them. They're looking for partnership and commitment. So this is not somebody who's, here to play games, Gemini. And they're not your usual type. So they might be very different in the way they look, or like how old they are, where they're from, their background. But it does seem pretty exciting. Now, I do think this person is also going to be very sexy. There's going to be we get Capricorn, Scorpio energy. Very sexy energy. This person might be a little bit sneaky and getting information about you, or like making sure that they always kind of put themselves in your path. Okay, the Hermit card, Virgo energy. This is what they like about you. I think you're mysterious to them, Gemini, too, though, with the Hermit card. That like I don't know if they always see you alone, so they like don't know exactly if you're with anybody. But I'm also seeing with the Hermit card that this person sees you as awakened. They see you as wise. They see you as somebody that, that like other people look up to, that people ask for advice from. Again, they see you as solid, dependable, pragmatic. All right, and we see the Hermit card in reverse. This is to me an indication they may know sometimes that you overthink things, but I don't think it's something that bothers them. But I also see with the Hermit card, I feel like this person is waiting to see you, Gemini. Like they like can't wait to see you. So I don't know where you see them, but they can't wait to see you. And with the Three of Swords in reverse, some of you, they're not sure about a third party. They feel like you do hold back a little bit with them, so they're not completely sure that you're going to that they're going to have victory and success. So that's just like a running theme here in this reading. Prepare to be really surprised with this Tower moment, either about who this person is or how they feel. Because again, I do think they're a little bit avoidant. They're a little bit sneaky about like getting information about you so that like other people don't know how much they really like you. Okay, there could be some sort of secrecy around this connection as well. And of course, you would know why that is, if there's third-party involvements or if they're your boss or something like that. All right, Gemini, let's see. We see student. What they also really like and admire about you is they see you as humble and devoted to knowledge. You know, for some of you, this could be some type of instructor. Like, I'm not getting like professor student, but I'm getting like this could be somebody who, like, for example, is your yoga instructor, right? Or it's somebody who, you know, maybe teaching a course or something at work. So I feel like there is some level of discretion here between you and this person, or there needs to be some sort of discretion with about like how you two get together. All right, but they see you as like open to learning, humble. They see you as independent. That's what I was getting with that Hermit card. They see, like, I feel like this person always sees you on your own, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you're single. So it's like they're going to be trying to figure that out. So like it could be like when you go to the grocery store, like that you always do that on your own. You're always carrying bags by yourself, things like that. I mean, that's just an example that came to me. But they see you as, you know, they see you as independent. They see you as on your own. It's like they're pretty sure you're single. All right. But again, they're going to be a little bit sneaky about how they go about, you know, and maybe it's just the type of questions they ask you, trying to figure out if you're single or not without you directly knowing that they're asking for themselves, right? This person finds you to be very, very sensual. They're very physically attracted to you. I mean, they do think like you're super hot, Gemini, okay? All right, so with the Two of Swords, I'm seeing that like you and this person may mirror each other in a lot of ways. What other advice and guidance do we need about this connection? Someone feels regret for the way they treated you. I don't think this is a reconciliation, Gemini, but I feel like the regret could be attached to them not getting all the information earlier or asking you out or telling you how they felt earlier. Okay, time alone or in nature will help you recharge. Okay, some of you do need a little bit of a retreat here. If you've been getting it from all angles, if work has been really heavy, if you're healing from another relationship or personal loss or injury or illness. Yeah, and we see this connection is passionate but not enduring. Okay, so some of you, you know, the Two of Swords could also indicate that like you have a choice in love here, Gemini, and that might be what's kind of holding this person back a little bit. So you might have a situation that is passionate but not enduring around you, okay? Because at the bottom of the deck, we see that there is real love here. It's emotional, physical, and unconditional. But at the same time, you know, you might have to make a choice here between, you know, between someone who's, it's just passion, but it's not all there for you, and this person. Now, for others of you, there's going to be a big question mark about whether or not, like, you might be very physically attracted to this person, but you might not be so sure about them. Okay, so again, of course, that's going to be up for you guys to, you know, take your time getting to know this person, or, you know, if there is some element of secrecy around this, like you work with this person or there's some sort of third party involvement, some of you are going to turn that down, right? But let's see. Spirit saying forgiveness. All right, so allow healing waters to wash away the pain of the past. This could also be somebody who's being put on your path here, Gemini, to like help you heal. You know, not to say that the best way to get over someone is to get under someone, but some of you that could be the case. Not all of you. All right, yeah, there's definitely a very strong physical attraction. Just be careful that like you don't jump into bed with this person, Gemini, because for some of you, you might regret that. Like there might be like a lot of potential, a lot of passion, a lot of sexual energy between you two, but I feel like that's why Spirit's saying you don't want to have any regrets. So just take your time getting to know this person. Yeah, there we go. We get the energy is fun and lighthearted, but it's a little bit uncertain. So if you're not sure about this person, Gemini, just take your time. But Spirit is saying give this person a chance, but again, maybe don't rush things here with them. Okay, because there might be certain things that maybe you're not comfortable with, or that, you know, maybe, you know, there is a difference in like what you two are looking for, whether or not you're ready, they're ready for a relationship. Okay, so just a heads up there, Gemini. All right, let's see, important dates for my gems. We get February, so they could be a February Pisces. Also could be Aquarius energy. Maybe you met this person back in February. You're not prepared. So some of my Geminis, this is somebody who's coming in when you're not quite healed from something yet. All right, and we see February and March. So again, a March Pisces, a March Aries. Maybe you met this person or they came into your life around that time. Again, you may not even know that they have these strong feelings for you, but it does feel like you'll have the answers come next month, which will be May. All right, my lovely Geminis, I'm sending you so much love and light. Take care.